and then, come on in, Celeste. And then we'll be in touch with the invitation to their final presentations on Monday the 26th. Yes? So, enjoy. Be kind. Let's circle up. So I'll leave it. And let's see a moment and let your gaze fall on a gaze across from you. I'm just going to reach out for some space and forward. And then move around the circle. Thing where you say your name and then record and say it back. Kate.
Kate.
Yuan. Charlotte. Rob. Sabina.
Melissa.
Meredith.
Tosca.
Aoife. Celeste. Marie. Pam. So, my name is Steve. I guess I'll do a brief intro like everyone else. I feel so pleased that I've taken the past 2 classes doing many versions of me. I have studied various African forms, so and some Malagasy traditional dances, again from Ghana and Guinea. And then also like African American forms of and modern dances that called Afro-modern. So none of these I'm really experts in, but they're just living in the body and I don't know what to do with it. And then I studied Gaga for the Royal Academy, which also influenced how I think of and how my body moves. So now you're like, any takes, they were moving. And I've studied a lot with David Dorfman, and I have this question of active citizenship, which started off with his classes, and wondering how we can be more engaged and present with our communities and pieces of those communities. And so I've done some ethnographic studies in classes of how I think today we're going to do a lot of work, and we'll start with an opening in competency, and then we're going to do more improv framework. And so I encourage modification. I kind of came in with a plan for like a modern class and people that might have had some modern training, so feel free to be open and just embrace yourself in the moment. And no passing judgment, and to be aware of your limits and modify the way you can. I would love to do names again. So the same thing, but we're going to go this way. Kate. Pam. Marie. Celeste. Aoife. Tosca. Meredith. Melissa. Selena, Rob, Charlotte, Luana. So this is what we're going to do for an improv. So it's going to be like an ocean. We'll start on this side, and the first pass will be rolling on the floor, where you just have this first moment of stretch / the floor could be your foam roller. Get that little kink. And then when you get halfway around, switch your head direction so you can roll out the other side. And then when you get to this side of the stage, you're then going to come into this downward dog and do this nice slow crawl, articulate the spine, stretch out the legs. You might even decide you want to go backwards. The next offering is the sideways plank that falls into a roll through your back. And then walking out is fold down and halfway over. Try the other side. And I'll keep offering and indicating it if you never can't hold the solid, but just so you can see my body in this moment. And then just walk out, and then your legs drop. And you become really loose, and it's more about engaging with the belly, walking up the plank, and then you're just really relaxed and excited all the way across. And then my favorite one is this lizard walk on your forearms. So that's when you can have other interpretations if you don't want to try that one out. Last but not least, the final pass is your first walk of the day, where you can start to feel all your joints underneath you. And from that point, the tyranny of the tide is over, and you can start to take this walk through the space. And we're going to accelerate into your run with no gear shifts and no, the other word, plateaus. And of course your length of getting there can vary. But the idea is no gear shifts and no plateaus. We'll try to sustain this, and then as a group, we'll sing, try to dial down, eventually to find stillness. And so what will happen is, as there's space, you take the space and suddenly you'll be moving amongst people doing these things. So you all be interacting in this space. And people might be in different ways. And just be aware of the landscape, but then also your own body. Veronica? Kate. Got it. So let's move to this side. And I don't know, either 4 or 5 people, depending on space. And it just starts off with this roll. And as there's room, the next person takes up the space. Feel free to take your time, find a stretch, feel yourself alive. will be in the perfect parallel. Let yourself fall into plie. And your spine to move on top to C. The head, let it fall towards the floor. Roll down. Let the weight, your hands take the weight to find a deeper plie. Heels coming off the floor. Push the floor to lengthen the legs. And then roll up the spine. We'll find a rise. Push the air away. Slowly lower the knees. Change your facing. Let your hands take your weight to find a deeper plie. Push the floor to lengthen the legs. Rolling out. Finding a rise. And take the air, push that air down. So, where we get into structures, I would like to offer some perhaps words that I think are important. And the way I think of that choreography movement is the rules for the improv are really strict, but still an improv alive. So I think the wave will work out for this, so you have a space to travel. So we'll move to this side. So the first offering exploring is lock. And for me, lock has this element of suspension and anti-gravity, but there's also this coordination with the rest of the body to create that illusion of lock. So explore lock. There's room. So also something that's useful is these field researchers to scout out interesting moves or techniques when we see in their answers. Provide such clear answers to our dilemmas. And this next one, what is it? Oh, tethering. So this idea of the kinesphere being the breadth and width of my arms and legs, and then extending beyond the kinesphere, right beyond that circle. And so I'm just curious about how does thinking of tethering with these points beyond helping us find motion. So, tethering. So the next was so great for those of you that didn't read, this idea of thick, like guttural thick skin, where suddenly time is like, time machine, time more, and then letting that go into flow. So thick into smooth. So I would like us to feel the transition between those two. then, laughing. Pick your favorite. And in a group of three, you're going to hold on to your individuality, your favorite, and with the three, dance across together. So hang on to that impetus that you showed. By three. And so maybe we'll have two sets go at the same time. Two groups. it's so lovely to see these people in the room. Dancing. There's something about seeing individual idiosyncrasies that I just like love. So even when I'm about to offer more structure, and put those 3 scores in your back pocket. Maybe I can contest shortly. So let's find a space out into the floor facing project. Need some water. Maybe grab that. So we're going to move into some floor structures, and the first is more of a warm-up conditioning thing. So you're on your back, and you start with just the opening of the femur head. It's just like, oh. Somehow I have rhythm sometimes, but I don't really like to count. So I'm not really good enough for counts, but I might suggest something maybe 8 counts, then I might get thrown out and know here. Do it. So don't. So 8 or so, just this loose leg opening. And then the heels will begin to rock as you go kind of between a loose point and a flex foot, and that reverberates up your spine and starts the juices flowing. And this will be about 8 counts. And then a big stretch to then come in. Your back still against the floor, your feet are planted, knees rising to the ceiling. And we'll start swings with the right leg, then swing over, and then come back to this kind of neutral position. Swing left leg, come up. Swing right leg, come up. So there'll be 4 of them. And then on the 5th one, you're going to take your arm over the head with your leg, meet it, come around the corner, slide open to this plank that we did across the floor, and then go through a time warp, ease yourself into the floor, come back, rewind. Kind of. Let me see. So right now we're on this plane, and these rolls will be on this plane. So we had 4 swings, and then on the 5th one, as the leg goes, the arm goes over the head to meet the leg, come around, swing that leg up to find this plank. So now we're on a different axis, and then releasing axis. And then at the same thing, going through your back, come around the other corner, swing around, same thing, plank, knees down through the back. Same thing, repeat, come around to the downward dog. And just to talk about visually the planes, your head is facing that way, and in the swings, your head's up here. The same thing, your downward dog will realign through on this. Also, I find floor work really confusing, so if you want to stand up and look at it from above, sometimes I find that useful. Just see directions. So we had open, then we had rock of the heels, we had this gigantic, and then it comes in to create the structure for the swing, and swinging with the right leg first, left, there'll be 4 of them. On the 5th, with the right leg, send your arm with your leg to come around the corner, have this plank moment, ease into the floor, head is still facing that wall, come around, plank, ease into the floor, come around, and this time you have to reroute to be on this axis for this guy. We'll stay here for a moment and stretch, walking. And then some of my favorite things, we'll lift with our heel to the sky, keeping a parallel so the hips are parallel to the floor rather than opening up. We'll point and yawn a little bit more. And then in. Yes. To the side. Yes. To the other side. Yes. And then one time more down to the front of the floor. Rotated. Like conditioning, go find your bum mixin. This is one of my methods. So we'll stretch out here, and then to finish it, the leg slides through, push away to find your back space, and we could do the left hand. I think I should do it again, but were there any questions about certain sections?
Blinking and switching directions so we're using it.
So when we first come around, this is this ring, circle, and then send your head over here to be on this plane, and then lower the body half to the floor, go through your back, arm goes over the head, like to the floor, go through your back, arm over the head, and then you have to make an adjustment. And those guys are down the middle. To the side. The other side. And then that slides through. Go to your belly. Go to your back. Let's walk through left. I'm the type of learner, if I win the left side, I can get the right, but depends on the person. So again, the open, and then the rock, and then the yawn, and then the fold in. 4 swings, this time starting with the left leg, swing across, find that neutral before falling to the other side. Swing. I lost count. This is the fifth. Nope. The left would be on the fifth. Thank you. So the arm goes with the leg. Come over. Send your head out to find this plank, and then ease through the floor. Through the back. Head goes to the wall. Plank. Ease into the floor. Over the head. Just a little bit more adjustment. You don't go as far. And you find this downward dog. Take a moment here, feel free to walk. We'll rise our left leg up in this parallel. And eventually we'll point and yawn further open, rotating out. And then I walk my hands a little way, bring the knee to the nose, down the center line, big open. And I bring it to my side, and my head looks at it, push back. And then I curve to the other side. And I push back, and then I come back. And we'll stretch for a moment before releasing the leg, the belly, roll away from the leg to your back. I think seeing is kind of helpful. So maybe we should split the groups. So one group can watch. So maybe, Pam, you switch with Veronica. Veronica, you go first group for this side. Pam, you go second group. So let's spread out more. Would it be useful if I was like in the center or down here?
Center.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's room. There's room. Meredith, you can move down more, and then you want to have someone to look at when I'm outside review. Okay, so we're on our back space, and we open up the femurs, just loose, jiggle, and rock. And a big yawn, stretch, X, that then condenses, feet planted parallel, and swing right leg, return, left leg, return, right leg, left. Then with the right, the arm goes with it, front plate, and into the floor. Plate. And we're done. Maybe start to walk. And the right floats up in a parallel, keeping the integrity of this triangle structure. Pointing the foot, yawning open, and then the knee comes through. And to the side. And to the other side. And then release. You may want to let your torso hang over. And the knee goes through, pull away from that leg to your back. You're ready to start the other side. And the legs jiggle open. And then they rock with your heels. And then a big yawn, X. That's the structure. Left leg swings. With the fifth of the left leg, arm goes with it. Reach with the head to plank. Hold up. Reach with the head. Down. To that upper dog. And then the left leg floats up. A pointy yawn forward more. And then down the center line. The side. And then release. Let the torso fall over. Leg pokes through, belly, back to back. Let's switch. You're welcome to do it twice, but if you would like to see what's happening, feel free to step out. So beginning with the femur heads opening and a jiggle, and then into the rock. And then a big yawn open and right leg swings. I'm doing your left. All right, crazy. And on that fifth one, downward dog. Treading the feet. The right will float up in parallel. And then pointing the foot, opening up and yawning. And then threading through down the center line. And then releasing pigeon. The leg goes through on your belly, to your back, left side, and opening. And then rocking. Big yawn. And left leg kick. Left leg, arm go together, plank. Roll through the back. Plank, roll through the back. Bring it down to the back. Left floats in parallel. Making the foot opening up and yawning forward. And then threading through down the center line. The other side. And then the knee thread through the belly. Back. How was that? I felt like I was in it, so I didn't see. I think it was super confusing. It was good? Okay. I would like to teach this more continuous floor thing. That's a little bit faster. That has some of the same flow mechanisms. So some things that are going to keep repeating is this idea of when you're on your back, rolling through and creating this ball to go to something else. So that's coming through the back, go to somewhere else, or from the other side, coming through. So this is going to be a theme. So things are in sets of 2 for the most part. So the right leg's going to swing, and we're going to immediately go with it. And like that plank, but we're going to just roll through our back. And then coming around, same thing, that plank, but immediately fold into your back space. And keep coming around the corner to that downward dog. So that part's pretty much the same, it's just like a little more fluid through the plank. So you're already, instead of rotating up and then folding in, you're already pretty much going through the forward space to find that back space. And then we're here. It's my favorite moment. This is a dog. I call it a dog. So you reach these 4 points, like a downward dog. And my spine is going around the corner, and it reaches that far corner, and then it reroutes to pull my side body through. Yep.
How do you end up with the head in the other direction? That's what I don't get.
I think it's like I intentionally know that's what I want because actually the movement, the full circle of the movement is not, you're cutting it short. So the first time you have to go a little further to find this diagonal.
And then for this one, you kind of have to cut it a little short to switch it on this way. And so this dog around the corner, you come up, the head continues the circle, finds that corner, and then reroutes and pulls your side body through. And then you're on your back again, same thing going through the back space. You're going to repeat that dog to the front. It comes around the corner, finds that far corner, and then reroutes and pulls your side body through. If you're confused, you are on the right page. A for everyone.
So Kate, the first time you end up on your side body is at the left side, and the second time is the right side?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
My left and my right sometimes get really confused in my head. So left side, go up your right side of the body. Oh, sugar snap you. I think you're switching.
Yeah.
You're getting both sides done.
Yeah.
Well, you're just continuing with the movement, right? Of where you're coming from.
Yeah.
The hard thing is once you lock into the logic, it works. But it's like first inserting your brain into the system, into the matrix.
Just follow the circle.
Yeah. So there's two dogs. And then there's going to be two steppies switch the hips, which means come up and around. You have step 2. On the third one, switch the hips. The toes go through your body. And we're going to repeat that. Step 2, switch the hips through your body. I'm going to just finish the sentence. Coming around, a little, hold down, back in. Rewind to the beginning. Right leg, right side, well, whatever. You start with your right leg. I'm going to not say that, or else I'm going to confuse me and you. This plank through the back body. Now 4 points to dog. Follow the spine and then reroute. 4 points, follow the spine, reroute. Steppies. Step 1, 2, switch the hips, lower into the floor. Steppies, cross, step, switch the hips, roll into the floor. Finish the sentence. Up. Down.
You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're on the ship. I'm just coming up. But I have Netflix, so we're great. Questions?
Yeah, so after you do the dog, so then you're just kind of going back on your back and so and then the steps.
Yeah. So like everything has that back space in the next thing. Feet. And then the steps, you come up and you cross. You left open. And then this is the moment where you switch your hips and then you lay your side down. So there's like 3 things. Across, and open, switch. And in order to get your body there, it's helpful to make these steps big. I'm just going to say this down. My favorite moment is this lock, where you switch your hips and you have that moment of air bonus as you're on the floor.
Also, can you do the dog one more time?
So coming through the back space, find the 4 points, see my spine going around the circle, and then I'm like, nope, other way, pull the side body through. And then, in that moment, when you're here, it's like, keep your hands here, send your legs through, So you're going to keep the same. You send your legs down that screw. Yeah. And then each to the floor. Now you're on the right axis. Come through. Dog. Keep the hands planted. Send your feet through. So now you're on the right axis. Step. 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 Finish the sentence. Left side. Same thing. Left leg goes. Going into two dogs. Dog number one. Send your legs to the scrim. Send your legs to the audience. Now we're doing steppies. Cross, open, switch the hips into the floor. Cross, step, switch the hips into the floor. Finish the sentence. Punctuate it.
That's pretty good.
Is that as bad as you thought it was? Cool. Let's rumble through it with fake music to make us feel beautiful. We're still going to keep it in this case. Hey, mommy, I know you want mommy. Hey, mommy, I know you want mommy. Hey, mommy, I know you want mommy. Hey, mommy, and we're going to swing the right leg. Hey, mommy, I know you want mommy. Hey, mommy, I know you want mommy. She wants a bed, she wants a bed, she wants a bed. All in, she don't know how she wants. She wants a bed, she wants a bed, she wants like a bed. Her image it lasts, and I know she floats along as she goes. She opens her eyes as she flies by through the sound, moving her body all around town. Hey, I know you want. I know you are, I know you are. Sooner or later, the dudes and bodegas are all the lips and on this shit. Coming in terms of shivering too. But I'm here, but she don't know the gravity she holds. She pulls all the eyeballs of all the kids standing tall. Hey, mom, I know you are. Switch the hips. Hey, mom, I know you are. Hey, mom, I know you are. She rocks the bass, she rocks the bass, she rocks the bass. Oh, honey, she don't know.
Okay. Yeah. I want to watch that one so I can see where the questions are. If you willing to do it again. It's on the phone. Sure. Swings the right way first. Yeah. So the right way comes up back left.
She wants a bed, she wants a bed, she wants a
and I know she floats along as she goes. She opens her eyes as she flies by through the sound, moving her body all around town. Hey man, hey man, I know where you are, I know where you are, I know where you are. Sooner or later the dudes will take us all off the lips and on this shit. Coming in turns or shivering too. But I'm here, but she don't know the gravity she falls as she pulls on the eyeballs of all the kids standing tall. Hey man, I know where you are. Hey man, I know where you are. She rocks the fast, she rocks the fast, she rocks the fast. Oh, and she don't know how.
Cool. So, I think part of it is just finishing it. Like you saw other people ahead of you, and then you ended up not finishing the move, and then you were in the wrong place. So, gotta hang on to that visualism. So, especially for that step moment, that you've got to cross, you got to make a half circle in order to be there. And that moment when you switch the hips is when I'm also switching my hand weight, so that I can then ease onto the floor. And so if you don't make the steps around the half circle, you won't get there. Also, and seriously, watching from above is like one of the best things for this. So I'm gonna try going through the right side and not messing up. And if you could just like hover right above me, and then you could maybe figure out some problem areas.
Hey mommy, I know you are mommy. Hey mommy, I know you are mommy.
I gotta change my headspace right there.
Hey mommy, I know you are mommy. She rocks the fast, she rocks the fast, she rocks the fast. Oh, lady, she don't know how she goes. She rocks the fast, she rocks the fast, she rocks like a veil. Hey, hey, her image it lasts, and I know she floats along as she goes. She opens her eyes as she flies by through the sound, moving her body all around town. Hey, hey, I know where you are. I know where you are, I know where you are. Sooner or later the dudes will take us all off the lips and on this shit. Coming in turns or shivering too. But I'm here, but she don't know the gravity she falls as she pulls on the eyeballs of all the kids standing tall. Hey mom, I know where you are. Hey mom, I know where you are. Hey mom, I know where you are.
Yeah, like everything. So 2 planks, 2 planks, 2 dogs, 2 half, 2 steppy, switch the hip turns, and then 1 punctuation. Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's try it again. Yeah, let's go from there.
She rocks the fast, she rocks the fast, she rocks the fast. Oh, lady, she don't know how she goes. She rocks the fast, she rocks the fast, she rocks like a veil. Hey, hey, her image it lasts, and I know she floats along as she goes. She opens her eyes as she flies by through the sound, moving her body all around town. Hey, hey, I know where you are. I know where you are, I know where you are. Sooner or later the dudes will bodegas are hard, the lips in on this shit. Going in turns or shivering too. But I'm here, but she don't know the gravity she falls till she goes on the eyeballs of all the kids standing tall. Hey, mom, she rocks the back, she rocks the back, she rocks the back, all day she goes.
Cool. You got the
So
plank getting the head. It's like it's a big like where you're turning between the axes. Both up and the head's facing here and the head's there rather than this way. And so for you, it's that first plank thing where you really like have to send in order to get on this plank rather than doing it this way. And then things I'd like for you to take away with is how the structure can help you.
Yeah.
So if you go home with anything, this is what I want you to take with you, is keep that head on the floor, push away the floor, and stay in for almost all of these things. And if there's this moment where you've been coming up here, then you lose the availability of keeping that head closed. So in the dog, it then reaches out and pulls you through for a step. The step thing, it's still close in, and then your head, the weight of your head so much, and it's taking you around. Yeah. So that would be beautiful to see. Okay, I have this idea to do it one more time, and to like do it again that pace, and then keep the music going, and then it like comes a little bit faster, and to see if we could do like hyper speed once. So one more time what we've been doing, and if you want to attempt hyper speed, I'm going to join you. Okay. Let's try it. Never know.
She rocks the back, she rocks the back, she rocks the back, all day she don't know how she goes. She rocks the back, she rocks the back, she rocks like a babe. Her image it lasts, and I know she floats along as she goes. She holds the eyes as she flies by through the sound, moving her body all around town. I know you are, I know you are, I know you are. Sooner or later the dudes and bodegas will hold their lips in on this shit. Going in turns or shivering too. But I'm here, but she don't know the gravity she falls till she goes on the eyeballs of all the kids standing tall. Hey, mom, you know you are. Hey, mom, you know you are. She rocks the back, she rocks the back, she rocks the back, all day she don't know how she goes. She rocks the back, she rocks the back, she rocks like a day, like a dance. I know she floats along as she goes. She owns her eyes as she flies by through the sound, moving her body all around town. Hey, I know you are, I know you are, I know you are. Sooner or later, the beautiful days are all the lips in the sheet. Going in turns on the shivering tip. But I'm here, she don't know the gravity she holds. She goes on the eyeballs of all the kids stand tall. Hey, I know you are, hey, I know you are,
We make that circle. days travel around the room. Maybe you'll remember a moment that person had class. And let's try 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Yeah. So clap, clap, and hold the clap. Like that.
This is that ice cold Michelle fight for that white gold. One good girl, them good
So
girls.
it's like hold the clap. One last time. And try to sing.
Got Chuck's on with something. Kiss myself so big.
Thank you. Oh, there's announcements.
Retirement.
Oh, yeah.
Marie is doing another Gaga at 4 today in 109.
109?
And then my team members are putting together an experiment next week. And we need people, and I'm doing rehearsals Tuesday and Thursday, 4 to 6. And then Friday, the viewing is from 11 to 1. So if you'd like to be part of that commitment, so that's what your name. It's we're taking over Johnson. Okay. And we're setting up a living room and some parts. And the dancer performers will be doing some contact and coordinating eye contact looking stuff.